Back in the late 19th century, the world was on the brink of a revolution in warfare, but nobody saw it coming. Armies were still using single-shot rifles, loading each bullet by hand. Victory was a matter of numbers, formations, and pure grit. But behind the scenes, one inventor was about to change the face of battle forever. His name was Hiram Stevens Maxim. Maxim was an American inventor living in England, already famous for his work with electricity and engines. In the early 1880s, a strange piece of advice set him on a new path. Someone told him, if you want to make a real fortune, you need to invent something that helps Europeans kill each other more efficiently. Maxim, being an inventor, took this not as a moral problem, but as a mechanical one. He looked at existing firearms and saw incredible inefficiency. Every shot produced recoil, heat, and force that just vanished into thin air. It was wasted energy. Maxim's genius wasn't in creating a bigger bullet, but in capturing that wasted energy. His idea was simple yet revolutionary. Instead of fighting the gun's recoil, why not use it? By 1884, he had a working prototype. The world's first truly automatic, self-powered machine gun. As long as you held the trigger and fed it ammunition, it would keep firing relentlessly. This wasn't some clunky, hand-cranked contraption like the Gatling gun. This was different. The Maxim gun used the force of each shot to eject the spent cartridge and load the next one, all on its own. Military observers were stunned. They watched in disbelief as this single weapon unleashed a storm of lead, delivering the firepower of an entire platoon of riflemen. Some were horrified by its destructive potential. Others saw its immediate, undeniable advantage. In 1885, Maxim patented his design and founded the Maxim Gun Company. Demonstrations across Europe left military leaders speechless. The British Army was one of the first to adopt it, and its impact was felt almost immediately in colonial conflicts. The most infamous example is the Battle of Omdurman in 1898. A small, British force armed with Maxim guns faced an army many times its size and won a swift, devastating victory. The gun had completely rewritten the rules of war. A single machine gun could dominate a battlefield, making traditional infantry charges suicidal and defensive positions nearly unbreakable. The psychological terror it created was just as powerful as its bullets. Ironically, Hiram Maxim wasn't a soldier. He was a pure inventor, holding over 300 patents for everything from steam engines to amusement park rides. But the gun overshadowed all his other work. He was knighted by Queen Victoria in 1901 for his contributions to British industry, becoming Sir Hiram Maxim. When World War I broke out in 1914, his invention was at the heart of the conflict. The static, brutal trench warfare that defined the war was a direct result of the machine gun's defensive power. Millions of lives were lost in battles dictated by the automatic firepower he had pioneered. Maxim died in 1916, while the world was still trapped in the war his machine had shaped. He never expressed any public regret. He saw a mechanical problem and solved it with brutal efficiency. Hiram Maxim didn't invent war, but he invented the machine that forced it into the modern age. And once that trigger was pulled, there was no going back. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories that shaped our world. See you next time.